Now, listen, you guys, we have a lot of things to discuss, okay? First of all, did you guys see the video that Nicki Minaj posted on her TikTok and Instagram? We're going to talk about that, and we're also going to be discussing about Doechii being accused of botting YouTube views. Like, oh my God, when does this end? We're also going to be discussing about Ray Daniels and what he had to say about Nicki Minaj and the respect that she has been giving the legends in the music industry. And at the same time, we will be also discussing about Jatavia being kicked out of the Beehive by the Beehive and Glorilla and Bongo too. It seems like there are some issues that are going on there in as far as the fan bases are concerned. After Cousin Sloth popped out, looking very nice, and they felt like, well, the aesthetic is very Megan coded. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and I highly apologize. Like now I was just scared of even recording and coming back here because I knew you guys were going to be like, where have you been? It's a lot that is going on. As far as the dust settles, I will let you know why I am having consistency issues. It's a big thing. You guys are going to know and understand me when I tell you after, the dust settles. But anyway, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this entire situation with Nicki Minaj and, of course, the video that has the internet and some Barbz in shambles. She decided to post a video of herself, and people have kind of been cloaking the tea because when people listened to her station head that she did earlier on, they could tell that there was a dryer in the background. There was like a blower in the background. And so they were like, listen, definitely something has to be coming. It's either a music video, it's either an appearance, or maybe she's going to finally do the challenge because certain Barbz have been begging her to do the Nicki Minaj challenge. Now, personally, do I feel like it's worth giving her the pressure for the challenge? Absolutely not. She started the challenge. So why should she be out there redoing the challenge, especially if she's not trying to promote anything? I don't think it's something that people should be pressing her for. If anything, people should be begging for a music video, an appearance or something like that. So that being said, she decided to post a video of herself, and the first bit was all the way there, the hair done. So obviously people are asking what exactly is going on, what is she working on? She looked amazing, she looked absolutely gorgeous, and that lady is aging backwards. And I laugh each time that I hear people throwing around granny this, granny that. Meanwhile, they may be half a age, but they look like they're twice the age. So to drag somebody who looks this amazing based off of an age, I feel like it's just it's ignorance in my own opinion. But that being said, she looked absolutely amazing. Within a couple of minutes, that video had thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, even on Instagram. Okay, but that being said, she also did talk about her documentary. Remember, she revealed that, well, there was someone out there who was trying to block her documentary, and for the longest of time, people have been speculating that, well, the title swindler and that corporate that he is tied to tried to block a documentary because they didn't want her, outing Meek Mill for the alleged A word. Okay, allegedly the man was putting hands on her, and they didn't want to her to be exposing their artist. So during that time, allegedly, they were blocking her for that reason. So that being said, she has said that, well, another album is not coming out unless she drops her documentary first. And personally, I feel like, yeah, we need to be able to get closure on what happened in the music industry. And if it means calling out certain people and certain people being outed, so be it. Until when are people going to be suppressed? And it's so crazy that certain people are allowed to do documentaries and stuff like that, but other people get suppressed when they want to speak their minds. If you guys are so convinced that this lady is delusional and a liar, then why would you try to block a documentary? If you really do think that whatever she says is delusion, allow her to put the documentary so that people can finally be the judge of that, to see and say, okay, clearly she's being delusional. This is not what's happening in the documentary. If she's such a liar, if she's such a delusional person, give her the platform to showcase her deluluness. What are you scared of? What are you afraid of? But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. still talking about the same lady. It seems like Ray Daniels is coming through and just letting us know that, while in fact Nicki Minaj was out there giving the people that came before her flowers and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wow, surprise, surprise. We are so surprised. Oh my God. Boy, we've been knowing this for a very long time. Everybody knows this, including Kimberly herself. She knows that Nicki has been giving her flowers until, of course, she started acting shady, to the point where Foxy felt like she had to tell Nicki Minaj that, listen, you're looking crazy. You keep giving Kimberly her flowers, but she doesn't like you. And Nicki was like, what? She doesn't like me? Because she was going around giving her flowers. And a lot of people, I don't know if they don't know this history or if they just choose to not pay attention to that history. But that's actually what went down with Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. She didn't just come out here flat out disrespecting Lil Kim. No, she came out giving that lady her flowers. And then when that lady decided to be shady, that's when Nicki was like, okay, I'm going to take a back seat. I'm going to sit this one out. And Foxy was the one who went to tell Nicki Minaj that. So when people come here in 2025 acting like, oh my God, this is breaking news, Nicki was in fact giving Lil Kim her flowers, it's kind of annoying. I get it. It's the truth and we wanted to get to more people. But it's kind of also annoying that, I mean, we've always known this. It's the Nicki Ops would refuse to acknowledge that so that they can continue to paint her to be the bad guy. How many of you, let me know in the comment section, how many of you actually do know the actual history between Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj? How many of you actually know that even after Lil Kim was out there being disrespectful to Nicki Minaj up to this day, she still gives her flowers? How many of you know, let me know, I really need to know in the comment section, how many of you know that when she came out, she was praising Lil Kim, whilst Lil Kim and of course the Ray J's and the like, they were being messy towards her? How many of you know that? Please let me know in the comment section. But let me insert what Ray Daniels had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
I think Nicki and Kim, it was reverse. I think Nicki was grateful. That's why she redid the Little Kim. I think she was trying to show her, like, I love you so much that I want to show you that I'm honoring you, and it wasn't welcomed. And then Nicki was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go on a run. You got to remember, women are way different and catty than men. Like, I as a man might not mind a hot young nigga coming. I don't. A woman, it might feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what it was.
And Nicki came in the game killing it.
But bro, to me that was a big mistake by Kim. Because
at that time,
sometimes like all she was a young girl that looked up to you that probably wanted you to pat her on the back, and you didn't.
Nah, I think it was not just a big mistake at the time. I think it was a big mistake overall.
Yeah, but
like when you say that, like,
yeah, but 15 years later, Kim's still getting money, so it wasn't fatal.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It didn't kill your career.
You don't think she'd be in a better spot today?
Of course, but it didn't kill her.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. She still did enough where it couldn't kill her. But yeah, Nicki. I think Nicki is the most respectful female artist in the business, rap, more than anybody. I'm talking about, like, if you pay attention to her talk, Nicki got on her knees for Lauryn Hill. Like, thank you. So I feel like she feels like that's my idol. And if I'm your idol, you should give me the same respect I gave my idol. I think that's what it really was for her. But yeah, I think Nicki has more respect for the game than anybody in the game, because she the only person that did it that way. Everybody else went other routes. Nicki did it rapping, like freestyling, like ciphers, like mixtapes, like
she was on a whole different type of time that a lot of people never even seen yet. You know, a lot of people know the Nicki Minaj as she is today. They don't know
she was a hood chick, like and that's what I'm saying. Like, she came up through the streets, so she deserved it.
Who the fuck is this? Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Lauryn Hill, #1 most listened to artist, I believe, for me in 2024.
Okay.
Shout out to Drizzy for bringing her out to the Wildest Fest. Y'all got me sticking up for the light skins, guys. Yeah. But Nicki went crazy. She went on a rant the other day about Jay-Z. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Of course, yeah.
What are your thoughts on what she said?
I think in this business, there are people who have to fight you in public, and there are people that know how to fight behind the scenes. I think that what's happening, I think that what's happening with Nicki right now is her probably being tired of playing the chess game behind the scenes and saying like kind of what I said about the streaming thing. Like, I am somebody. I'm gonna, if I can tweet and bring attention to this myself. So I just think she, listen, bro, let me tell you something. I want to get to the point where I don't give a fuck. Like what Tupac said, they said, don't ever go to war unless your money right. Nicki's going to war with the most powerful company in the business because her money right. And to me, I respect that more than anything else. I respect that she's standing on her business. There's a lot of people in this business that are scared to say people's names for the sake of losing. And when I see someone that's not, I gotta give them props. I got to, bro. I got, like, the fact that she speak as a woman speaking up, knowing who his wife is, knowing who he is, saying what she's saying, like, that takes balls. And to me, I gotta give her that for that reason, because she gotta stand up for herself. You know what I'm saying? She ain't married to a powerful, like, her man is a street nigga, but she married to, it's hard to be a street nigga who's also a billionaire, who's also a pilot. You ain't out of your league, so she got to fight the battle how she do. I don't know what the real is, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. Because this is like Bud and Canelo.
Yeah,
this is like nigga. This gonna end somewhere. So for me, I'll be more interested in that for the sake of understanding strategy. Like I said, I study great, so I'm like, I hope she got her shit together. I hope, and I'm pretty sure she does. And I'm like, they have their shit together. I hope they do. And it's like, let's see how this shit play out. Like the Drake Universal thing. Let's see how it play out. I want to see giants go against each other because we get to the other side and we learn very valuable lessons. Yep. So yeah, let that shit play out. It is
wild that it's Drake and Nicki and you had Wayne with the Super Bowl thing. It seems like this the Young Money collective is going to war right now.
Well, because Jay is brilliant. He's probably one of the smartest men in the world. Like, and it's hard to beat him. Like Jay-Z, I'm gonna say this: like, when you are the most talented person in your organization, and the most smartest, and the most famous, my nigga, no one in the world can beat you. No one in the world can beat you. You can get anybody on the phone, and if you have an agenda, when you get them on the phone and a plan, you probably can get some money with them. From the NFL, he goes and gets the fucking, he wants a private jet. He goes and tells Puma, y'all give me the private jet. He's fucking smart. You can't outsmart a nigga like that. And I can see why it would piss some artists off, so they gonna go tweet. I just hope that, everybody ready.
There you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about, Cousin Sloth. It seems like Cousin Sloth, her aesthetic is, it's a little bit different from when she came into the industry. I don't know if this is what they call the glow up or what. She recently posted a video of herself, and when I say that she was looking absolutely amazing, I'm not exaggerating. She looked amazing. Her behind is plump, and people kind of noticing some changes. Okay, the chest area is a little bit expanded as well, and she looks good. Okay, in all honesty, she looks amazing. But of course, the Megan fans are not appreciating this. They feel like she's doing all of this to steal from Megan. They feel like looking good and having a behind that's touched a little bit, a skinny BBL. They feel like that's Megan's aesthetic. She has, the sole copyright to that exclusively. That's her thing. And they're not happy with her. They feel like Cousin Sloth used Megan to copy from her and then ditch her. So it has been a war zone on Twitter. Like, it's been a war zone between Cousin Sloth fans and, of course, Bongo 2 fans. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. Do you think that this aesthetic of, I don't even know what to call it, because I see a lot of Instagram models doing this on Instagram. So I don't know when Bongo 2 was able to get the rights of monopolizing that look. You get what I'm saying? This is not an aesthetic where you see blue hair and you're like, well, this is Ice Spice pink hair. And you're like, well, this is giving Nicki Minaj and stuff like this. Is not the same, because she doesn't have, I don't know, you guys. Does she hold rights to being at that? And twerking, I didn't realize that he had monopolized that. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, if you do know when she was able to acquire those exclusive rights to that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Jetavia. I don't know what's going on with Jetavia and the Beehive. JT is one of them. People like Caesar, before they got famous, they had a lot to say about other celebrities that were popping. And I guess the Beehive kind of feel some type of way about the comments that Jetavia used to make back in the day. And they were not here for JT being excited about Destiny's Child and, of course, that performance, okay? To the point where JT had to cast them out. One thing about the internet is it doesn't really forget. And I wish more people would learn this, okay? Because, I mean, you are an aspiring musician. You're out there talking smack about... We saw you, JT, the other time where you were practically forced to rap your diss track, in Nicki Minaj's face. We saw that. And honestly, with the Beehive, I really don't know how that is going to end. But this is what JT said, regarding the performance of Destiny's Child. She said, Destiny's Child B, yes, do that one. But at the same time, you wrong. My girls looked so good. I hope Tina made the outfits. Like, I'm gagging. Everybody I know sleep. I'm about to get on the phone with 9-1, whatever. She was going on and on and on about her excitement about Destiny's Child. I mean, since she started hanging with Solange, she really has been feeling like she's part of the Carter family. And I guess also with the association with, with Uzi, that Uzi has with, Fraudulent Nation, she does feel like she's part of them. Now, one person said from the Beehive, she thinks she's G for real. And then she said, G with who? B, you're nobody. And I can really flex on y'all, but continue living your miserable behind life, okay? So the Beehive was calling JT out, saying that, listen, you are not part of the club. You're not a fan. You've been shady before, and stay on that side. And JT told us that, well, she could really flex on us. So that takes me to that other conspiracy theory. I'm going to call it a conspiracy theory for now, that in fact, when she went to try and be friends with a certain female rapper, she might have been sent. And she really did think that when she falls out with that female rapper, since that female rapper was encouraging her fans to support her, she felt like if she fell out with that female rapper after such a public sort of type of friendship and loyalty that she was out there showing that female rapper, people would turn on that female rapper. But it seems like the mission again failed. I mean, some Barbz at the beginning were kind of confused, of course, with a couple of infiltrators, that were posing as Barbz, saying that, listen, Nicki is falling out with JT again. Why this? Why that? And some people really were confused that Barbz were going to turn on Nicki for JT, but well, it appeared that those were just the bot Barbz, the ones that are not actual Barbz. The actual Barbz then at the end of the day were like, listen, we're gonna stick with Nicki, come what may. So if she was sent from that camp, I guess that mission failed again. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Do you think that people should be held accountable for things that they might have said about certain people before they got to know them? Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Doechii and, of course, the botting. Now, YouTube is out there now releasing YouTube monthly listeners or watchers, whatever you want to call them. And people noticed that, well, Doechii was botted. The listeners, or I don't know what they're called on YouTube there. She has 332 million and Nicki has 117. Doja Cat has 118 million. And people are kind of questioning that. They're like, you cannot convince us that Doechii is out there getting more views on YouTube than Eminem. Nicki Minaj aside, Eminem. And so people are calling out that nonsense. This is what Akademiks had to say. He said, no one with a functioning brain believes that Doechii, who sold 11K units, is getting more streams than Nicki Minaj or Doja Cat. It doesn't just make sense. Like, there's no logic in that. And I don't even know if I should continue talking about this because this is BS. A toddler can tell. Okay, so I don't know if I should give this the time of the day nor the night. Akademiks went in on her and was very kind enough to let her know the effects of botting to this extent and what it does to one's career. And I personally feel like I want to talk more about that, but not in this video. So I will talk about that in detail, what I think about, when botting becomes extreme, what it does to an artist, and of course, their longevity, their relatability. And I will talk about that in a separate video. But let me just insert what Akademiks had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Down on Doechii. I'm looking up and I'm seeing shit and I'm like, bro, like, chat, this is utterly ridiculous. Doechii and Eminem have the most monthly listeners amongst rappers all time? So you're telling me not Nicki Minaj, not Drake, not Lil Wayne, not none of these niggas. Doechii? Oh, hell nah. Yo, Kojo, you gotta turn the button down. Like, yo, bro, you gotta stop it, bro. Like, I'm giving a really stark warning to TDE. Y'all are about to ruin a good artist. I'm not saying she's trash, but the moment you make fans feel like they didn't pick her, and y'all are doing it so abundantly clear right now, y'all are pushing her so wild. The fans are gonna do everything in their power to reject her because they're gonna call her an industry plant. We've seen this before. I can name 50 industry plants. When fans feel like they didn't pick the person, you're supposed to bot enough that fans could be like, oh shit, people rocking with it. Let me go check it out, and they could naturally pick the person. Nobody ain't picked Doechii. Y'all, I'm telling y'all gonna ruin this artist because I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna Meg Thee Stallion her, not with controversy, but Meg Thee Stallion her where people are just gonna hate her because they're gonna think nothing she's doing is organic. And she's gonna make some good music. You're gonna ruin this artist. Y'all got to stop botting her. Please, just stop botting the girl. Yo, Doechii, listen. Fuck what your management team is saying. I know people say I don't like TD, whatever. I got no problem with you. I don't even know you. You got to tell them, I'm just talking about public perception. People are going to start hating you for no other reason than they think you're being force-fed to them. Not because you do bad music, because I don't think you do bad music, but your management team and your label the bots are going so crazy that they're thinking you're an untalented pick-me that the industry has chosen, and they're going to call you an industry plant. That's going to make it 10 times harder for you. I'm telling you, got to talk to whoever your digital person is. Yo, bro, calm down with the bots, please. Just chill out. Yo, let's take a week off botting. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Oh. You got to talk to somebody. Tell them, yo, we're taking a week off botting. No, we got to take a week off. Trust me. You're telling me she's up there with Eminem? Like, Eminem has had a career that has spanned 25 years. Actually closer to 30. Okay. The people who listen to Eminem, they might not have the DSPs. They just go on there. Yo, let's listen to Tears Are Gonna Wonder Why Without Her. Okay, cool. They're listening to Eminem. Doechii? Nigga, the only song I know about her I think the only song is Anxiety, which is cool. But bro, y'all are botting it too much. Yo, TDE, I'm telling you, TDE, this is what you gotta do. Real talk. Spread the botting out. Like Schoolboy Q needs some botting. Like Absol, I know he blind, but he needs some botting. He might not be able to see the numbers, but he could feel that he's performing and the crowd is empty. Oh my God. There's a lot of echo in here. There's a lot of, is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? No, they're not. Spread the botting out. Please. That's all I'm asking. Because you're going to ruin this young black queen's career by forcing this is how fans look at somebody who they feel is being like just super served in their face. They suck. Fuck them. Why do I keep seeing this? Please stop posting this. Yo, nobody listens to this. This is a plant. And the chick makes good music. Just chill out with the button. turn the bottom